appears like this is going to be a hard case for this court to decide. Do you agree, Jeff?
Yeah, they're obviously very deeply split. But I think DOMA's in trouble, and I think it's in trouble because Anthony Kennedy was repeatedly concerned that the Defense of Marriage Act violates states' rights. Anthony Kennedy, who is, as we all know, the swing vote on this court, is someone who is concerned about gay rights, although he said very little, I think nothing, about the issue of whether the Defense of Marriage Act violated gay people's constitutional rights. He was clearly very concerned that the Defense of Marriage Act was invading the province of the states to define marriage. That's a state function, usually. And that would certainly be suggesting that he was going to strike down the law. And certainly the other liberals, the four Democratic appointees, looked like they were going to vote to strike it down.
Also, one other thing I just wanted to throw in, and I like your opinion too. Justices Scalia, Alito, as well as the Chief Justice Roberts, all asked a lot of questions about whether if the reverse were in effect. In other words, if the Congress passed a law that said same-sex marriage was okay for all the states, would there still be a constitutional problem?
Right.
And the attorneys wouldn't bite, and it appeared to me that they didn't want to go there, perhaps because there are 41 states that ban same-sex marriage, and it would create a huge political problem.
Right. I mean, that struck me as sort of an interesting hypothetical, but ultimately sort of irrelevant to the issues that were going on. It is certainly true that the procedural part of the case, what's odd about this case is that the plaintiff, Edith Windsor, who had to pay a large amount of tax because the Internal Revenue Service doesn't recognize her marriage, and the federal government... Hello. Yeah, that's fine.
Just an umbrella for one of the light stands that happens from time to time. It's happened to both of us out there.
The change at the Supreme Court, though.
I find I'm thinking more clearly now. I was going to say, Jeff,
certainly for international